The Old Stone Era. 500,000 years ago, man had then already attained very considerable skill in the shaping of various kinds of stone for a variety of uses. He was already very proficient in the manufacture of the so-called hand axe. It was in England, towards the end of the 17th century, that such an object as a hand axe was first recognised with certainty as human workmanship. The individual implement in question is of flint, and was found in the Thames Valley gravels. It is still to be seen at the British Museum. The Old Stone Age, or technically the Paleolithic, Greek paleos, old, lithos, a stone, era covered an almost incredibly long period of time. Very careful consideration of a wealth of material gathered, especially from river gravels, rock shelters and caves, has enabled the experts to work out a succession of types, each of which is characterised by a special kind of workmanship and by definite forms and shapes in the finished tools. The frequency with which flint tools of the different subdivisions of the Paleolithic age occur in the gravels of river terraces indicates that they must have been used in some way in association with the streams. Perhaps these implements were used in connection with fishing. The so-called hand axes could have been used for skinning animals. These works of man are of such usual occurrence that where gravel used to be dug by hand labour, the workman would pick out and sell them to any archaeologist who wished to acquire them. They can readily be recognised with a little practice, and the best way to become acquainted with the typical forms is to study a good series of these implements in a museum or in a private collection. From what has already been said, it will be realised that the cultures of the clearly defined groups of types of tools found in this country, belonging to different periods of the Paleolithic age, are likely to represent the work of different races or peoples who came from the eastward in successive movements or waves, bringing their knowledge and skill with them. But the idea of races and peoples in relation to different styles or fashions or types of workmanship must not be too easily accepted. It does not necessarily follow that all communities using the same type of implement were in blood relationship. Thus, a map to show the distribution of well-known types of implements may be no indication at all of racial boundaries.